Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Old Guy Farms Single Player Challenge. We are in episode 54, and this should be the 6th game day of spring in year 3. So let's go ahead and jump on in, because we have got a busy morning. We need to tend to our greenhouses. We need to take all of our logging equipment. We are done logging. We are done until day 1 of winter. That is a guarantee. So we're going to take our Scorpion, our Ponzi Ergo, hey DoughBoy, and we're going to take our log trailer, and we're going to trade them in for our mowing equipment, mowing and baling equipment. I can't speak tonight. And that will consist of our Big M. It will consist of our T25 Ford and our Kuhn bale wrapper. So we may need to just go check out these things here. We may want to move our I think we talked about moving our wool pallets also this morning. And I've made a decision related to when we're going to sell our sheep. We are selling our sheep tomorrow. We're selling them the first day of summer. And that is because if we look here at our sheep price is $47.60. So last year in game year 2 we did a pretty darn good job of checking every day and seeing what our sheep price was going to be. And I did that twofold. One was to figure out when we were going to buy more sheep, and the second reason was to figure out when the best time to sell our sheep was going to be. Well, it turns out that, hey Chris, hey Henry, it turns out that all throughout summer our sheep prices drop like a rock. Our sheep prices start out first day of summer right where they are right now, $47.60. By the second day of summer they drop to $43.60. By the 4th day of summer, they're at $3,900, and by the time we end summer, they're at the low of $32.40. They don't get any better in autumn. Autumn they rebound just slightly, but they peak at almost $3,800 in autumn. So we're not going to see a better price on sheep until late winter. And by the time late winter comes, we would have spent a fortune on maintenance, daily upkeep for our animals. We would have spent a fair amount of money related to our animals and feeding them. So we're going to, we will forego some wool production. We do know that the sheep are going to produce some more wool over the summer, but it's my belief that we will make more money by selling the sheep now at a higher price than keeping the sheep and selling the wool that they produce, that they would have, we can't see, that they would have produced over winter, over summer. This thing with the we're just gonna make more muck of it. The way those pallets spawn is just atrociously annoying. Yeah, I saw a DoughBoy comment. No more logging. That's for sure. We're not going to be logging for quite some time. This is how you don't do pallet handling. So we're gonna sell the sheep tomorrow. We're not gonna sell them today. We will get a fair amount of production out of them today. So it also means we won't have to feed them any more hay. So those hay bales we will sell. Hint, hint. The water trailer we will sell. We won't have any more need for a water trailer here on the farm. And thus begins the year 3 sell-off. This building is an absolute pain in the tail. But the only thing that'd be more obnoxious with this building would be if the pallets would somehow spawn in between those pillars to where you couldn't basically remove the pallet. That would be about the only way that building could be more annoying. So guys, episode 0 of the 24-day seasons introduction video, that seemed to be quite the hit. That has a fair number of views on the channel, and as such, I've decided to kind of get a little early start on the rest of that. Episode 1 will be airing Friday morning, so look for that. In addition to the video series, there will be a blog over at PCSG that will coincide with the 24-day seasons series. I've already written up a nice little story for day 1. Any fans of Reefy 1952 or Eustace Pharmer should check out the blog entry. They might find some supporting characters that they recognize. DoughBoy says, "Aren't you in?" Yes, I am in Virginia. Put that over there. We're going to bring this around, and thankfully this trailer has a rear hitch. So we are going to hook up the. We're still going to keep the little Massey around. Because it's our fertilized tractor, and come on, let's get going here. And we're going to need to do pallet work until we sell this wool. Speaking of wool, let's check the price of wool. That is not so hot. We're not going to bother with that. So we got the flatbed so we can go pick up the ergo. But we got 13 greenhouses that are not productive. So we are going to have to get those greenhouses up and running. the general geographic area of where I am is called the Shenandoah Valley. It is on the western side of Virginia, not to be confused with West Virginia. Alright, let's head on over here. And I was looking at the bucket, and the bucket looked kind of weird, but I was seeing both the top lip and the bottom lip of the bucket. Hey Danny, how are you doing? Welcome to chat. So, DoughBoy, I drive up and down Interstate 81 every day. I don't need a water trailer for the greenhouses because I got the big road train water trailer. You see my water tanker right there. The other water trailer that's over at the farm, that only holds 8,000 liters. It's good for it's good for 4 greenhouses. Any more than that, you got to basically refill it a couple times. So for the 13 greenhouses that we have, we would have to fill that thing like 4 times to fill them all with water. Hey Daybot, how are you doing? Oh, it's fake Nightbot, only now he's Daybot. So your new job has you traveling through Virginia, DoughBoy? Is that what I'm hearing? If I wasn't so cheap, I'd go buy a wheel loader so I could get the bigger bucket. back up. Oh, Daybot, you're okay. You crack me up. You're fine. What's how far south then how far south does your route take you? Hey Sean, how you doing? I'm gonna see. It's Nissi. I don't know how to say that. That's probably wrong. We'll call, oh, it's okay. If Daybot's the same guy as Nightbot or fake Nightbot, he's always behaved in my channel. He's a little bit of a comedian. Looks like our sheep need water. Well, so we're not going to be in the sheep business for much longer. I don't think I need to give them any water. I think they'll probably be fine for the day. It's starting it early because I said at one point I'd start it after I did this. After I finished this challenge. Well, you know, in a matter of 24 hours, there was more views on that video than I get on some map videos after a week. So it seemed like people were interested in it, and I didn't want the interest to die down after between 3 weeks of nothingness from the introductory video till putting out content on it. So I thought I would start slow. I'm gonna bring it out 1 or 2 episodes a day, or not a day, a week. And we're gonna do kind of a mixed hybrid form of a media. So we're going to have the video, and the video, I'm not going to do a lot of role play in that. I'm not going to make a huge video story plot and talk about the storyline or anything. It's going to be a guy farming, kind of talking to himself, talking to you all, and then the mixed media part is I'm going to do a daily blog over at PCSG, and the daily blog will be a little bit of a role play. The spin is that it's basically the a lonely farmer's diary, farming diary. It's going to be it's going to consist of entries related to the weather, consist of entries related to field work, how much fertilizer did a field take, how much seed did a field take, what kind of yield did I get off of a field, for example. And probably have a little bit of a storyline intermixed with it. I had a fun time writing the first day's blog entry, and I'm going to in the blogs I can schedule their release over at PCSG, so they will release the same time the video will come out. Hey Jonathan, how you doing? Oh, I thought I unhooked the wrong trailer. There we go. Jonathan's on day 14 already, man. He must be working it. All right, now, Nightbot, watch your language. Jonathan, are you doing Churn Valley, or are you doing a different map? Let's slow these trains down. Hey Mark, how you doing? Oh yeah, Giants Island, I remember your message now. Are you using the default weather geo, or did you put a different weather geo in? So, let me know how do you have animals there, Jonathan? How's the how's spring been 14 days in? So 14 should be, so 8 is midwinter, or 8 is early winter, 8. And then 8. So 14 should be halfway through mid-spring. That's where you should be, I guess. Demand for sugar beets. We don't need them. All right. Let's go get our ergo. And let's go sell some stuff. So I take it all your field work's done by now. On day 14, you got 10 more days. That sign out. Are you trying to use OBS? What are you trying to use to record? Oh, did we try to put this thing on here the other time and it wouldn't fit, would it? Drive this thing on. If this doesn't fit, we'll just have to follow me it. So I found with OBS you need to do a window capture, and I think you need to run the game in windowed mode. At least that's how it works for me. Because when I first tried to use OBS, the preview window on the OBS software just showed a black screen whenever I opened Farm Sim. As you should see basically a mirror of the game on the OBS preview screen. Because I did, then I went in, you go in and you set up a window capture and basically say to capture with the window that basically says Farm Sim. And then when you launch the game, you should see it. You should see it in your preview window. You should have little audio graphs for your game level audio and your mic. We can squeeze through here. There we go. Sell. Sell. Time to make some purchases. I'll take one of you. I'll take one of you. And I'll take one of you. And we'll make our pink marshmallows. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm not going to drive this back to the farm yet. We got some mowing to do's on this side of town. Where are you at? Oh, good grief. Stupid AI bots. And we're off. 343 sheep. I mentioned the other day that I thought maybe we could get to 350 or 250 before the end of spring, and looks like we're going to be able to do that. Now let's seriously hope that we have full grass growth tomorrow. .22 in chat. How's everybody doing today? Anybody do anything exciting? Hey John, how you doing? I know Henry. I know he's a troublemaker. I just, he hasn't made trouble over here yet. At least not enough trouble to earn any kind of instant reaction. Hey Maddie, how you doing? Oh, that's going to be awful. I'm making this is so that is that's what I call a Delta Bravo mowing back there. He likes to mow pretty patterns in fields. Eating breakfast, huh? I like to eat DoughBoy's eggs. You can never seem to find them because I ate them all. Great demand for potatoes and sugar beets. What are we going to do? I told you mine appear on the bales by the manure pit, but you don't seem to have any bales by a manure pit, so I don't know where yours go. Did you ever, DoughBoy, did you ever answer that, I was wondering how far south in Virginia your routes normally take you. I don't know if you ever responded to that and I just missed it. Hey Mike, how you doing? Alright, I'll scroll up and I'll look at it later. Alright, Henry, have yourself a good night, or a good early morning for you. That's right, pink marshmallows. It's pink marshmallow time. We don't have full grass growth yet, so we're getting not quite the output that we want, but I wanted to get into the baling business. We've got rain the first day of autumn. But we have sunshine all summer long. That is wonderful. But will that mean that we will have a hard winter? An easy summer leads to a hard winter, maybe? Sean's asking if I'm hoping for a double mowing season. I'm hoping for a triple mowing season of partial cuts. I think we'll be able to get, we'll probably get 2 cuts off of this, probably because I'm not going to be driving over here to mow it with any regularity. But yeah, I'm hoping for if not 2 full cuts, maybe a full cut and a partial cut, or a couple partial cuts. Because I'm really expecting full grass growth tomorrow out of all of our fields. And if we basically have full grass growth from 6 days of spring, then it would be nice if we could get full grass growth by early autumn. And if we can get full growth by early autumn, then maybe we can get some level of growth by the last day of autumn. So potentially we might be able to cut one field 3 times. It's wishful thinking, I know. Hey Carrie, how are you doing? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 bales. Have you, Mark, have you figured out what your strategy will be on the 24-day seasons? You could do cows and grass on that. You know, we still need to get a stump grinder to grind those stumps down. These that they're not going to be in the absolute way. This right here. Until you can so are you're gonna have a better internet connection in winter because you'll be in you won't be on the water? Is that it? I'm trying to figure out what winter has to do with being able to stream. Oh, it's really starting whenever y'all want to start. It's not really a challenge, a true challenge in the way like this is a challenge per se, but it's more of a, should I say it's more like a dare? I dare you to try 24 seasons and see how it goes or something? Did I leave this thing running the whole time? That's funny. Thanks for the sub there, Carrie. I was laughing at Mark's reference to his data carrying carp. I don't want to unfold it. I wonder if I should start on this big field first. I wonder if that would benefit me to mow this big field first if I do get full growth tomorrow. No. I don't think yet. I don't know. Unless I do a mission, it's going to take me more than a day to bale that field. Whoa, what are you doing back there? Well, at least the baler didn't fall off the trailer. We're back up to 23 watching. This has been one of my more popular streams. Maybe word got out that I wasn't doing logging anymore. You know what? We need to go sell our eggs. We haven't sold eggs in a long time. Oh. I still had hired follow me. I was trying to figure out why on earth I couldn't move the trailer. And then I got out, and since this truck's door opens, I saw that there was a dude still in it. Oh, that is an awful price. Alright, let's go sell some eggs and see what kind of a mission we can get into. So, DoughBoy, yesterday they after you left, they thought maybe maybe you left because you didn't like the John Deere bashing. Of course, it was all in good humor, just like the ice cream. $1,200 in eggs. Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves a little mission to run. You didn't get some of the ice cream yesterday, Mark? We had the Napoleon ice cream, you know, the three colors. All right. Let's see what Mary's farm wants. That's not worth my time. That's not worth my time. Probably none of these will be worth my time. They're getting worse. That's a funny story, Mark. So we'll just sit here and enjoy the company for the next 15 minutes or so. It's not Ed's not done with his John Deere bashing. I don't know what the deal with this field is, but then again, doesn't this map have more than doesn't it have more than the standard angles on it? I mean, I was definitely not lined up straight on the field when I started GPS. I think DoughBoy's on the road every day of the week, other than the weekend now. Oh, Simulator Addict, how are you doing? Sean says, I still don't have GPS. Went to cite it and it said it was unavailable. I don't know what went to cite it. I do like this Coon sprayer. I didn't realize that the wheels had independent suspension there. But from this angle, you can definitely tell that they do have independent suspension on the trailer wheels. I think these wheels also steer. We'll see in a moment when we get to the end of the field. Yep, the rear wheels steer. This is a nice little sprayer. I just wish it ran at a decent speed. I really think 7 miles an hour is a little bit slow for a sprayer. Simulation. What are the specs on your PC, Simulator Addict? I'm running an i5 6600K. I think that's a 3.5 gigahertz processor that can clock up to 3.9. Running a GTX 960. Nothing super great there. Well, you all will see that I have officially bought my first John Deere in Farm Sim on camera. We're using it over at Churn. I'll have to say the only reason I bought it is because it's got outstanding headlights on it. I figured for all the late night spring and winter work, the excellent headlights would be a nice change from as opposed to this map. I don't know, Doughboy. Day 3, I'm going to buy a Massey Ferguson. I mean, right now I do have the John Deere just spreading poo on the ground. I'm going to pick up a Massey Ferguson to do the plowing. I was kind of hoping that this Magnum would be one of the mod Magnums I've got, but looks like it's a base Magnum because it doesn't have any lights on the inside. Yep. Just standard lights. I think there's a two-wheel drive 7800 over at FSUK that isn't too terrible bad looking. It's got nice little balloon front wheels. The ribbed tires. Oh, here comes the train. There goes the train. It seems like all the custom trains have glow-in-the-dark paint schemes. They don't look bad during the day, but at night they light up like a Christmas tree. Alright, we're almost done this mission, and then we will get back to the farm and fast forward the night. And like I said, tomorrow, the first day of summer, we're going to take 246, maybe we might even have 250 sheep by then. Oh my gosh, imagine if we had 50 sheep bred over spring. Holy cow. We're going to take all the sheep we own to market tomorrow morning. As I've said at the start of the stream, if anybody that's watching now wasn't there, it's my feel that we'll do best in selling the sheep now than waiting for and holding on to them until after their wool production has ended, because the price drops like a brick from this day forward, or basically from tomorrow forward. Because if you remember, all of last year we did a pretty good job of checking the sheep prices every single day and documenting those. So the summer day 1 the price should be $47.60. By summer day 6 the price is $32.40. The price keeps dropping until day 3 of autumn, when it starts to climb again. But it doesn't get above 4,000 until winter day 5. So I know I'm going to be losing production, but I think I will make more money selling the sheep now than I will keeping the sheep and selling them later, and selling the wool they produce later. Plus I'll save on daily animal maintenance. That daily animal upkeep cost keeps climbing with every sheep that gets bred. We won't have to feed the darn things, so we won't have to be bothered with making any more hay bales. So the other day, right before I ended the stream, I just wanted to see what the sheep would bring me, and it looks like they're going to bring me about $450,000 if we sell them all. I would love to drive them up to the animal sell point and save the transportation cost. But quite frankly, driving 250 sheep up to the animal buy point is going to take far more longer than we have in one day. So I think we're just going to forego the money we would save and just sell them straight from the farm. So, DoughBoy, you should take one of the Massey tractors and just paint it green. There you go. There will be your open cab John Deere, right? The thing that gets me with John Deere is trying to figure out their numbering scheme, because it makes no sense to me. I've got the 6R series. That's the one with the really good headlights. That's got just as much horsepower as the 7000 series. And the 7000 series can have almost as much horsepower as the 8000. So it's kind of confusing to me, but at any rate. We got 2. What is it? It's 11, 20, 10. It's 10, 20. Okay. So you got 4760. So we're not going to do it. We're going to wait till tomorrow because we're still breeding. We might get another sheep before breeding season is over. Alright, so if we sell them now, we'll have a $49,000 fee since we're not delivering them. If we do the road train, 32 sheepies and 42 sheepies. Well, if we lease the road train, we're $4,300 and $5,000, so that's $9,000, $9,400 to lease those. We'd have what, 42, 74. So we'd have to make 74. It's 148. We'd have to make what, 4 trips with the road train to sell them all. That would pretty much take most of the day at 15 times speed. By the time you unhook the trailers, hook them all back up, and blah blah blah. Or we could spend the day baling. So I still think that the time that it would take to transport that many, even with the road train, is just too involved. But that's me. Might be more advantageous for somebody else. Looks like we have 18 hay bales here that we are not going to use. So we're going to sell those. And let's save and speed through the night and hope this grass grows. Oh no, it didn't grow. Wait. Yes, it did. It growed. It was just catching up. Excellent. We have full grass growth, everybody. We have 247 sheep. We did not reach 250. All right. Let's look at our finances. Like I said, we're going to sell the sheep tomorrow. We could go ahead and sell them now, but we're going to sell them tomorrow. We lost $112,000 yesterday because we did our vehicle trans swap out. See, our animal upkeep keeps climbing. $37.05 per day, just in animal upkeep. Property maintenance, property income is down a little bit because we let them run out of manure. Alright, we're going to save the game. We're going to quit out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back tomorrow for another stream, probably around the same time, and it's summer day 1. We're going to sell our sheep first thing in the morning, and then we're going to get to baling around the main farm. So until next time, guys, happy farming.